is Universal Studios again. Not the happiest place in the world. This is Islands Adventure. Alright, do a couple connections. Try to do this more at night, but I guess I only do this every once in a while, once a year. We're getting here at night kind of thing, so. Alright, I can't think of anything else. Just do a short intro. Hopefully this doesn't get deleted or I get to edit it, so never know. So, alright, that's a lot of blessings. Here we go. Brings me out of the Pleiadians. Blessings to you. Yes, a change, shift, course into your new year. Is a soul activation for some, not all. Activating the feline, or at least the awareness of the feline that is here within. Also, the Arcturian within has a lot to do with Buddhism. The feline has to do with instincts, which is also connected to the canine, but the feline plays a big role in your evolution. An early man used to walk on the hands and on all fours basically like a baby at one time. It was one of the early primitive designs of the human. Of course, one of the reasons why we don't bring it up very often. And some of you, and we did have different looks, not just feline, but there's other animal attributes that have been removed. The pig, a little kind of like a morphed creature in some ways. But as they're being evolved, that was necessary. So a lot of the infusions you got, you looked like the beings that you're being infused with. So there's different types of human, which involved, but came into the black, the white person, etc. Right, it's a very ancient time. Now some of you might gawk at the reason, the idea of that, but it's part of, once again, your foundations of where you came from. The sunlight that connects with you is the activation of your DNA. Those of you who have difficulties at night or need a lot of sunlight are usually used to higher vibration. Not to say those of you that are used to the dark or at a low vibration. It's just that you have more of like a chameleon type of energy. You can handle different environments, various different environments. You can shift. Yeah, just some of you just experience different environments, and night is part of like the darkness of the soul. Night has a lot of connections to who you are that many have difficulties. Your earth is a reflection of humanity, basically. But not all relationships are a reflection of that, of what you're going through. A lot of it has to do with that you can assist somebody in their growth. Now, if they reject that, it's another story. But some of you might pull in toxic people into your life. It does not mean that you are a toxic person. That means you have issues. It means you can heal a lot of that toxic energies as that person grows up. Obviously, everyone has a different point of view of that, but it's not an energy that people want to, admit to. At least, because sometimes you bring in people that are not very positive. Wonder, is it me? It's not always. Sometimes it is, but a lot of times it's just that you can assist, even heal that person, but it might take days, years. Yeah, years. So, that's it. Greens, we are the Carians. Yes, we're very connected to the serpent race. We're also very much involved in the creation of a lot of angelic beings as we tested them before they came to your planet. A Carian society is crucial for a planet like this. Like, understand, well, two things. When Ivan goes to, your Hollywood studios, notice that we sort of show up in the same place. Some of you might pick that up. We channel through them in the same area. Some of you are paying attention. Also, to how a world got to this state is to incarnate into those worlds. Is incarnate into those worlds that learn about how this world turned into what it is. So we also have a lot of connections to Metatron. Also, is where we're getting at, and other angelic beings. One of them is Metatron because he almost didn't make it through. Because becoming an angel in this world is not just to incarnate here; it's going to get in other places. How you deal with this and that. Many of you are dealing with that, and many are going to go off to offshoot worlds in an angelic way. If you want to, if you choose. Meaning to assist worlds that this world's poison. If you want to call it that. Some call it poison, others call it refreshment, others call it growth. Call it whatever you want. The stew, the ingredients of this reality is on other worlds causing much mayhem at a more rapid rate than this place. I mean, this is a walk in the park for other planets, depending on how you want to look at it. We also saw a lot of soul growth. Many of you are, yes, on your last life. That's why some of you go through hell and want to release and get the hell out of here, because you're on your last walk through. Many of you are out of here. And you want out of here sooner, obviously, because you're being pushed to your limit. I mean, yeah, it's not exactly doing many of you much favors at this time. But that's also to show that you're coming into the end of the cycle of being on this world. Now, some of you have had no luck in this life. That shows you're really not coming back here. And some that have, some of them have gone through a wealthy incarnation. Problem is they haven't grown up soul-wise. They may have grown up in abundance materially, but spiritually, no. Some of them are angels, just really hard-headed. They don't want to. They feel like they know everything. That's part of, yes, and the egotistical narcissism that has gotten them nowhere in previous incarnations. Some of this have a hell of a time to grow. Narcissism, we call it a poison. Narcissism means you don't want to grow. It's basically, I don't need to grow, I don't know how to grow, I'm not going to grow, I'm going nowhere. So, that's where that comes from. It's like you want to stay in the 4th grade forever. It's like that. You don't want to graduate. You want to stay here and tell everybody what to do. Become the teacher of the 4th grade, basically. That's what narcissism is. A version of it. It can truly wreck someone's growth. It can really, yes, slow one down, especially if others have not grown and they fall in that pit themselves, meaning that they go by the narcissism, don't grow, just stay here, yes dear, whatever you say dear, or vice versa, and cause a lot of damage for future incarnations.